Hello and welcome to Akosia's vlog. If you're new here, kindly subscribe to my channel and don't forget to hit the notification bell when you're done. This way, anytime I upload any of my delicious recipes, you'll be the first person to be notified. Today I'm preparing beef fried rice with chicken and these are the ingredients I'm using. I will write them down in the description box below, so kindly check it out and don't forget to leave your comments too. I'll begin by blending my onion and ginger. I will add a little water to it and blend till it's smooth. On the other hand, I'm pouring oil into my rice cooker and heat it up. When I'm done, I'll divide the onion into two and use half to cook the rice. Pour it in the oil and allow it to heat for a minute or two. When that is done, I will pour my washed rice into the mixture. Add your turmeric powder. You can replace it with curry powder if you don't have turmeric powder. And then I'll add in just a little salt to taste. Remember, we are going to season our vegetables, so it's always good to use little salt at this stage in order not to oversalt the food. Continue stirring till it's well mixed. When that is done, you pour your chicken broth into the mixture. Adding this enhances the aroma. You can choose not to, but then it tastes so good and smells so nice when you do it this way. Now add in your hot water and stir it together. Remember to use less water because you don't want a soggy rice. I'm using Jasmine and Jasmine doesn't like too much water when cooking it. Now the water is at par with the rice, so that is what I'm going for. I'll go ahead and cover it and allow it to cook beautifully. On the other hand, I'm frying my chicken. And when it's golden brown, I will take it out and set it aside too. After 30 minutes, our rice is done. Look at how beautiful it is. I will scoop some out into a bowl to allow it to cool and set it aside. Turmeric is very good for the skin and immune system too, so always make sure you add some when cooking your food. In another saucepan, I'm pouring oil into it and adding the remaining half of the ginger and onion mixture into it. Now I'm going to stir this for at least a minute or two before adding in my rice. Now when you do it this way, it gives it another aroma on its own as we want to feel the freshness of our vegetables. This took roughly 2 minutes. After you're done, you add in your rice and continue mixing. Mix for at least 5 minutes before setting it aside. Once this is done, I'm going to crack some eggs into another bowl and then add in some salt to taste. After, I will whisk everything smoothly and add it to my preheated oil. I will go ahead and add my black pepper and then some white pepper as well. I'll then stir everything to scramble the eggs. Once it's beautifully done, I'll add in my cabbage and continue stirring. I just love the crunchiness of cabbage in my fried rice, so I always make sure to add some to it. Now I'm going to stir it for a minute or two before adding in the next ingredient. Now, if you want to know how I marinated my chicken and beef, I'll leave the link in the description box below, so kindly check it out. Go ahead and add your mixed vegetables into the mixture now and continue stirring. I have some bell peppers, both red and green and yellow. I have some broccoli, some string beans, onions, radish. Feel free to use any vegetable of your choice too. You can drop in some mushrooms and shrimps at this stage if you want. Continue stirring for 5 minutes in order not to overcook our vegetables. Now look at how colorful our vegetables are. Drop in your beef and continue mixing for a minute. When you're done adding some stock cube at this stage, remember to use this in moderation. And then continue stirring for a minute. You can add any stock powder that you have, but I prefer to use just a little of stock cube because I love plenty onions in my food and it gives it the taste that the stock cube also gives. Now we are adding our rice a little at a time in order not to mess up the kitchen when stirring it. Continue mixing everything together. The soy sauce is optional though, so if you are intolerant of it, after mixing this, taste for salt. If it's less, add just a little to it. But then if you want the dark soy sauce in your fried rice, do not add any salt at this stage as it contains salt too. So you add just a little to your preference and continue mixing. Allow it to simmer for 5 minutes before serving. You can drop in some vegetables at this stage if you want some crunchiness or your remaining beef too. Now look at how gorgeous our food turned out to be. Just let me know how it went when you cooked yours in the comment section. You can serve this with your chicken, you can eat it with your fish too. Thank you lovely people for watching my channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment for more recipes. Bye bye.